Hello friends. In previous videos, we have seen almost all the important tabs and commands of Microsoft Word. Now in this topic, we will go through with some other tabs. So we will go through all the tabs. We will see some of the commands which we have missed on those previous videos. Now, if you want to see those things in detail, you can check those previous videos from my channel. Now, from this topic, we will see today this home tab. This home tab gives you access to the most commonly used commands and is displayed by default. When you open an instance of Word, you will see the first tab, which is what? The home tab. Now, this tab is reasonably consistent across all the other applications of Microsoft Office. More or less, it is almost same in all those other applications. For example, Excel, Word or PowerPoint. Now in this tab, we have 5 different groups of commands. Now, first group is this clipboard. In the clipboard group, this is the first group of home tab. Now this group contains, as we can see here, we have commands to copy the text. That means if we want to copy the text, then we can copy from here. How we will copy? We simple, just select the text and press this button here, press this command to copy, or even we can go for cut. Now whatever we do copy or cut, we will do what? Paste. So whenever you do copy, why you copy the text? Because you wanted to paste it somewhere else. So after copying the text, you can paste it anywhere. Then if you if you cut the text, then also you wanted to paste it. Now only the difference we have here in the paste, that we have some more options here with paste command. That means when you copy any text, for example, if I copy this, I select this, I go to the home tab, that is what the default open. In the clipboard group, I go here, I say copy. That means now this word is copy. And now I want to paste it somewhere. So I put my insertion point there. And then I will go for paste here. So when I click on this command, it will paste that text here. That is the simple copy. Now, if uh, the paste command has some advanced options here. Advanced option, that means suppose I copy this text. Now this text is formatted in different style, different font style than the other text. Now if I copy this one, I say copy. Now I want to paste it somewhere else. For example, I want to paste it here. So what I can do here, I can go to this drop down menu. Now what I have options here, we can keep the source formatting, that is which you can see it is keeping the source formatting, that means the format from where I copy it, or I can go for merge. Now merge means it will merge with the existing line, that means this line which where I am pasting it. So it can merge with that format, and also I can use this text only, that means it will only paste the text, no formatting, nothing. Or even I can go for picture. Now if this one has a picture, then I can go for picture, or I can go for only text. That means, for example, let's say here I have something here like, okay, I have text and images all. So if I select this like this, now that means what? I have selected text with the image also. Now when I copy this, now that means what? It has copied the image and text both. Now I want to paste only text, not the image. Now when I go here in this empty place and I say I want to paste it, if I do paste it normally, so what it do here, it paste only the text. Now if I say I want to paste the image, I think it has not selected the image. Let's try again. Hmm. Okay, now I will try again. Okay, so let's see what happened when I paste it. It pastes both image and text both. Previously it was not selected. So be careful when you select any text or images. Now in this case, what it is doing here, it is pasting both. Now if I want only to paste only the text, don't want to paste the image. So I'll go to the advanced option. If I go here, then it will do what? It will paste image with the text. If I say only text, then you can see it is only pasting the text. So if I click here, it says keep text only, and now it is pasting only text, no image. And even after pasting the text, you can have this floating window here where you can choose those different options. So even after the pasting also you can do this. So this is what paste command. Now the next thing is this format painter. Format painter help us to copy the format of any text. For example, if I have this text, now I want to make this line also same format as this. Now for that means what? I have to look for the same format. When I select this, I know what type of text is this, what is the size. Now I have to select this one and then I have to go through this to find out the exact match. That is sometime that is sometime it is very difficult. So what we can do here, I select the text which I want to have a format, same format. I just want to copy the format of this text. Now you don't have to select the whole line or whole text or even a whole word, like you can select a part of that word also. It will work. Then you go here and say copy, format painter use. Now if you select that, now your mouse it will appear like a paintbrush. Now you can go on the text which you want to make it same as like this, and then you select that line, and now the same, you can see this one is same as now this one. Now both are same because I use this format painter to format this text as a same format like this text. Now in this group also you have some advanced command where you can go. Now this is a clipboard. So when you go here, it shows you the clipboard. Clipboard, that means the way where you do all copy and paste. So it keep it in the clipboard. So I copied this text here, the whole paragraph. So it is still in the clipboard. So you can manage it, you can paste again, you can delete it from the clipboard also. So this option comes with you click, or when you click on this arrow. Now next group in home tab is what? The font group. Now this font group provide you the access to do the character formatting. Character formatting, like you can change the font size, you can change the case, you can make the text bold, italic, or you can underline the text, or you can have a font in colors. So you have multiple options here. We can see this, like we can change those style, size, font size by using this increase or decrease command. Also we can change the case, we can make it bold, italic, or underline the text. We can strike out the text also. That means sometime we just want to display something like this text, I want to just this line or this word I just want to remove or something, so you can just put this strike out things. Then you can have this subscript and superscript also, where the word after the character, like after this character, all the line which I type, it will go down like this is subscript. Or after the word, all the character which I type, it will go this like this, that is called superscript. Then we can design our text, we can convert our text in a smart colorful smart art. We can highlight our text and we can color our text font. Then we can do this thing. Now this is what it is, clear formatting command. It will do what? It will clear the format of your text. That means whatever formatting you did underline, you strike out, you color, you do everything. Whatever you choose, it will remove all those formatting and your text will go back to the default one. The default one, by default, mostly the default one is Calibri. This is the default one, Calibri. So mostly it is Calibri default, so it will go back to the default. Now default, if you want to change, then you have to go to this advanced option where you can change those default settings. But this format clear command, it will clear all the format to default one. That means you can select the text here and then you can go here, you can change the style what you want. And as you go through these different styles, your text will change on the it will show you the preview in the document. You can go through everywhere whatever you like. Let's say I change it to this one. Now you can see it is like this one. You can change the style, you can change the size, whatever the size you want, you can go for that size. You can even use this increase font size command, or you can decrease font size command. Or if the size is not showing here in the drop down, then you can directly type it here. You can even type in that box and press enter. Then you can make it bold, you can make it italic, you can underline it. Underline, you have all other options also, like you can have a different type of underlining underlines, and even you have a color for the underline also. You can choose what color you want for underlining the text. Then you have option to strike it out. You can strike out the word, like you can see it is striked out. Then you can have this subscript or superscript. Subscript, like I put my insertion point here, I enable the subscript. Now whatever I am typing here, it is going down there, it is going down there. Whatever I will type here, it goes down there. Or I will do it here. And if I go for superscript, now if you are done, then you disable it, so it will go back to normal. For superscript, you can select this. Now you can see those words are going upward. When you are done, then you can disable it. So that is what. Then you can do change your font or word into this different styles. You can change it to these different styles. These are some presets you can change separately. You can change the color for outline, you can add some shadow, you can add some glow, reflection. So you can add those things separately. There are lots of options there. Or you have some predefined settings where you can choose from, like I can choose this one to have a shadow. I can have a shadow for that. Then this option do what? This option to highlight your text. Highlight your text with some color. As you can see now, it is highlighted. Or if you want to remove the color, you can just go the drop down and then you can click no color, and then it is removed. And even you can change the font color also. Font color we can change it from here. Select the text, you can click on directly here to change some color, or you can go for more colors and you can choose from these more color options. And even you have more color from here where you can decide some extra colors. Then you have option to change it to change the cases, like we have option to change lowercase, we have option to change uppercase, it can change the whole line, lowercase, uppercase, or you can change capitalize each word. That means each word of the in the line, every word first character will be capitalized, as you can see. But by default it will always set to this sentence case. That means the first line from the sentence, from the paragraph, from the line, it will be capital for the first letter, first character of the line. So you see this one is capital, rest of the words are small. Or you can toggle it, first is small and rest is capital. So that is what you can do. This is the default one. Now this one do what? It will do clear the all formatting. Now you see we have done some formatting here, and just I want to remove it, so I can click on it, and now it goes back to the default one. Whatever the default is set here, it is Calibri here, and the size, and then you can just remove the formatting. It goes back to default. And now these options, you can go for this more option to change all these options from the default scene. So you click on it, it opens the default panel here, the panel dialog box. From here you can change what you want to change, like font, you can change the style, you can change the size, you can change the font color, underline option, you can strike, double strike, you can do script, superscript, subscript, you can have a small, capital, all capital, hidden, and whatever you do, you can see the preview here. And then whatever you do here, after doing that, you can set as a default. So this will be the change, what you do, it will set as a default. So whenever you remove it, whenever you remove this formatting, whenever you clear the formatting, then it will go back to that status which you have selected here as a default. So whatever you have selected here, it will be go back to that position. And that is what we have in this group, which is font group. Now the next group is paragraph. Now this paragraph group provide access to all the paragraph formatting commands. Paragraph formatting commands, that means we can do align the paragraph by these commands. We can align left, right, center, or we can do justification to that. Even we can add some bullet list, numbered list, or we can add multiple list. We can add the indent, we can do indent left, right, or we can have a space between line and paragraph. We can manage it from here. Then we can add some fill colors also. Now this fill color and these two options, basically is for the table. So if you're having a table and in the table you have multiple cells, so if you want to fill the color to those cells, then you can use this command to fill the cell color. Then you can border, you can add or remove borders from those cells of the table with this command. Then you can sort your text, you can sort your paragraph, you can sort your table also by alphabetical numerical order. So this is for the sorting command. And then you have this command, this is what it is, show hide command. It shows those tabs, spaces, and page break, section break, whatever we add in our document, those things does not appear normally. When you press tab, it will tap the cursor, it will tap the insertion point it without typing anything. So those are like empty thing. So if you don't know where those things are there, so you can just enable this show hide command and it will show you all those things. Again, you have some advanced commands with this settings also. So just like that, I have this paragraph here. Now I want to do align it from this paragraph group. So by default it is aligned to left side. Now suppose I want to align to right side. Now you see align left means you can see in the left side it is aligned straight, but in the right side those lines are not equal. Those lines are not equal because there is a reason for that. I will show you the reason. First I will align it to right. So when I click here, now you will see it is aligned rightward, and in this side they are not equal because they are not aligned in this side. Now if I go for the center, now it is aligning in the center, and in both the side is not caring about the size of the line. Now why it is not caring and why it is not equal those lines? That is because those lines, suppose we have a margin here, so in the margin we can fill the text till the margin. Now as you can see here in this line it says years. Now after the years the word is started. Now this word is big to fit into the place here. So what? It is not able to fit in this place. So automatically word will do what? It will start it from the next page, next line. So whatever, when your next word, when you're typing, it goes continuously, and when the word is not able to fit in the place, then it start the new word from the new line. The word will start from the new line, and that is why this empty space remains here. And in this case, if you don't like this one, then this option, this command comes, that is called justify. Justify command do what? It will try to adjust those all words into exact center, like right and left alignment. Let's see. Now you see it aligned both in the side, and those lines are now not unequal, they are now equally same. Now why? How it is done? It is just do what? It increase some spaces between those words and decrease those spaces, some of the spaces from some word, so that it can adjust the whole word here in the same line. As you can see here, year, after that this one was started from the new line, but now what it did, it adjusted these all words since the beginning, and adjusting, and now it gets more space to add started also and id also. So this is what it is called justify. I'll go with this left alignment. Then you have option to increase or decrease the space between lines and paragraph. So if you drop down, this is the space between line, which is by default 1.0. You can increase, and you can see here it is increasing. Then you can have a space before and after each paragraph, so you can remove and add. Then you have option to indent. Indent, that means these are not indent, these are all set to the left side. So if I say indent right, so you can see it goes into right side or left side. Then we have option to add list. Now some of the data, some of the words in the data, or some of the word or data in our document should be arranged like a list, like this one. We have some agenda, and these are my agenda. So it is not looking like good. So what I do, I can arrange it with the list. We have bullet list. If I click on this, now you can see it is converted into bullets. And we have some other options also to change those styles of the bullet. So we have these other options we can choose from. We have seen this in detail in the previous videos. Then we can have the number list also, like I have another list here, and I want to convert it into numbered list. So I click here and I get this numbered list. And even in numbered list also I have option to choose different way of numbering. Then I can go for multi-level list also. Multi-level list you can do by just putting this insertion point here, and then you can change the level for these items. Like I press tab here and now it is going to the second level. If I press tab one more time, it will go to another level, one more level. So you can change those levels. If you want to decrease, shift tab. You can go, I will put this one as a third level, now this one as a fourth level, and so on. And from here you can change. Now what it is doing, number, letter, Roman letter, then number. You can change those from here, like what type of level you want. So you can go for these different levels also. Like I will go for this one. Now you can see here 1, then 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Or you can change the style for the multi-level list also, like I'll go with this one. So from here you can change the multi-level list style. Now these options, these commands basically related to table. So if you are having a table in your document like I have here, and suppose this is the heading of my table, so I want to change the color, it should look different. So I can put my insertion point in this cell, and then I can go here and I say fill this with some color. So it will fill it with these different colors. I can select all, and then I can select this color also, and then I can select my rest of the cells, and then I can choose other color. So now it looks good, it looks better. Then we have option for table borders. So if my cursor is here, then I can go here and then I can choose different options of borders where I want to have the borders, whether I have all borders, no borders, and you can see the preview in the document. So I can have different type of borders I want. Then I have here option to do what? Do sorting. Now this is my table, so I want to do the sorting for the table. So I click here, it opens the dialog box. Now here you can select different options. Or first let me select this one. This is what I selected, all these numbers. Then I go for sorting. Now when I go for sorting, first here you have to select the column number 4, because 1 2 3 4 I want to sort this number 4th column. And then there is what? Numbers, there is no letters. Then you can decide how you want to sort, ascending order, descending order. Let's say I want to go for ascending order, and I say okay. Now you can see it is sorted as a descending order. You can even go for other columns also, like I go for column 1, and this is the column 1, and this one contains the characters, not numbers. So it is saying what? Text. So you can select from here date, number, or text. So this one will be text. How you want to sort, ascending or descending? Let's say I want to do descending, Z to A, and you can see it is sorted by Z to A. Then you have this show hide command. This show hide command is to show all those tabs, spaces, and page breaks and section breaks where you can't see normally. If I place here my cursor and I press tab, you will not see anything. If I press space bar, you will not see anything. Now it does not mean there is nothing, it is there something. So I want to see that, so I enable this show hide. and now you can see those tabs and space bar, and this is what enter. So whenever you enter, when you press enter, that means you change the paragraph, and that will indicated by this. So if I press space bar, tab, space bar, so it will help you to remove all those things which is not showing normally. So now I can see what is it there, so I can remove it. And if you not see the page breaks, also it will show you like this: page break, session break, and you can remove if you want. And when you are done with it, then you can hide it. So that is what paragraph group. Then you have some advanced options here also. If you click, so it will open the dialog box for the paragraph, for managing the paragraph, and also you can change those things and set as default also. And here you can see the preview. So whatever you change here, you can change the indent setting, you can change the spacing, you can change the line spacing, you can change the space between the paragraphs, before, after, and you can change this alignment options also. Now the next group in the home tab is stylus. This stylus home group is to create the table of contents which are an overview of topic discussed in the document. That means it's just like a overview where you can create titles, you can create headlinks, you can create subtitles, and this this give you some predefined style also. So you can see those styles. Normally all text are normal, you can change them with these styles, and even you have some more options here. So like I have this text here and I want to change it to be a title. This is my title of the book. So I select my insertion point here, I put my insertion point here, and I go here, I have a title here. So I click on it, it becomes my title. I want to make this as a subtitle. So I put my insertion point there. Subtitle is not showing here, so I click on more, and then I have more options here. I go with this subtitle. This one could be my heading, so I can put here, and I can say okay, this will be my heading. Heading 1. So I click here, and now it becomes my heading. So this is what the stylus group. Then the next group we have is editing group. Now in this editing group, this is the last group in our home tab. Now in this group contains these 3 options, 3 commands, that is to find, replace, and select. Find, we know what we do to find something in our document, and replace means what? You want to replace it with something else. And this one gives you option to select those things. Select something in your or everything in your document. That means if I go to here, I have find option. If I click here, so it opens this panel here, navigation panel, where I can find something, like I say frog, and as I put there, it shows all the changes, all this result here, and those are also highlighted here. When you done, you can close. You can replace also. In replace, you can see find some word and then replace with some other, and you can say find next. Shows here. Now you want to change it, then you can change it, and then you can go on for next. And do you want to change it? No, then go next. You want to change it? No, you can go next. You want to change it, you can change, and then you can even change the all. So everything is changed the 95 replacement. So that is what find and replace. Then you can even do this go to. In the drop down for the find, you have advanced option for find. It will open the dialog box, and you have option to go to, which opens the same dialog box, where you can go to some places in your document. That means like you have pages, you have sections, you have lines, you have bookmarks, you have comments, you have endnotes, you have footnotes, equation, table. So it will go and it will take you to those things. Like I have one table in my document. If I click next, you can see I directly come to this table. I have one picture here, so I have an option for that. I have headings, so I go to the headings. This is my next heading, previous heading, next heading, previous heading. So this is what to go to something in your document. Now the last command is to select. Select, you know what it should do, select. So you have different options here. You can select the whole document. Then you can select objects. Like if I select this, it will select the objects like shapes, text areas. Like if I click this here, so in my document, do I have any object subject or no? It is not having anything, so it is not showing anything. Or I can go for select all text with similar formatting. Now similar formatting, that means if you are having some text in the similar formatting in your document, then you can go on to select only those text. That means suppose I make some I change this one. I change this one with this color. I change this one also with this color, and I change this one also with this color. Now I do what? I select this and then I say select all the text with the similar formatting. If I click here, now you see it selected all those texts which is having a same formatting. So that is what the select option. That one, you have selection pane also, which opens this selection pane here in this side, where you can see all those objects, your shapes, images, pictures in your document. So when you click and open the selection pane, you can see all those and you can manage all those things in your document. Right now I have these images and all. If I go here, so I can see this, I can disappear, I can show, hide, I can manage, I can put up, and I can change the level also. So this is what the last group of home tab is. And that is all for this video. And next time we will see the other tab, that is what the insert tab. So this is only we have in this video, and I hope you have liked it. So thank you for joining. Have a good day and we'll meet in next video. Thank you.